Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something pretty fascinating. It's this area where cryptocurrency meets, well, what sometimes looks a lot like cult-like behavior.
Mm-hmm. It's a tricky line to walk.
Definitely. We've got some material here from an article looking into this whole crypto and cults idea. And really, the goal for us is to unpack when these super passionate communities around digital coins might, be showing signs of crossing over into something else.
Something more intense than just an investment group.
Exactly. And for you listening, we hope this gives you a lens, a way to think critically about the dynamics you might see, the language people use in these spaces.
Yeah, and the article points out some characteristics right away that echo things we sometimes associate with cults.
Like what specifically?
Well, for starters, these charismatic leaders, sometimes they're totally anonymous, like Satoshi Nakamoto, right? The Bitcoin founder.
The ultimate mystery figure.
Exactly. Or you have newer figures who are very online, very visible, doing live streams, AMAs.
Almost like online sermons, the article suggests.
Kind of, yeah. And this figure becomes this focal point. And that anonymity you mentioned with Satoshi, that almost amplifies the mystique. People can project all sorts of hopes onto this, mythical creator figure.
It taps into that need to believe in something or someone.
Precisely. And then you see this intense loyalty the article talks about. It's not just, I hope this coin does well, it's deeper.
Like a real belief system.
Yeah.
This coin is the future.
Right. And that belief shows up in shared rituals. You mentioned HODL.
Yeah, HODL. It's everywhere. Started as a typo, didn't it?
It did. But now it's this powerful symbol, like a collective chant almost. Means, hold on, don't sell, have faith no matter what.
And the laserized profile pics, people getting tattoos of coin logos. It's strong stuff.
It really is. And these symbols, this shared language, they build incredibly strong bonds. It reinforces that us versus them feeling sometimes.
But there's a flip side, isn't there? The article mentions.
Yeah, the rejection of dissent. If you raise doubts, you get labeled FID-ster, fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
And you can get kicked out of the online chats, ostracized.
Absolutely. Which makes it really hard to ask critical questions, doesn't it? That unwavering faith becomes the expectation, even if the price is, crashing.
That really brings us back to the mystical founder idea. Satoshi is the classic example. Nobody knows who they are.
And that vacuum gets filled with, well, legend. The origin story itself becomes almost sacred text.
Yeah, versus maybe some newer coins where the founders are doing daily live streams, these AMAs that feel, like you said, almost religious, promising financial salvation.
Mm-hmm. It's a very different dynamic, but still centered on that leader figure and intense belief. And connecting that to the language, it gets wild sometimes.
How so?
Well, coins literally named after gods, tokens claiming they'll liberate humanity. It's not just clever marketing.
It's tapping into something deeper.
Definitely. Big human desires, meaning belonging, changing the world, escaping the old systems. And the tech itself, blockchain, seems to promise this new, fair, decentralized world.
But the article warns these communities can be fragile.
Very. If that central leader disappears or is discredited, the whole thing can potentially just collapse.
Okay, so pulling this together for someone listening,
Yep.
What are the practical takeaways? The article asks, when does a community tip over into being a cult?
And what are the warning signs to look out for? Are questions welcomed or shut down? Is doubt punished? Is loyalty valued more than, say, rational thinking or evidence?
These are critical questions.
They are, and it ties into the core appeal we talked about, wanting to break free from banks, from government control. That's powerful.
A desire for autonomy.
Yeah. But here's the crucial reminder from the source material. Just because the technology is decentralized doesn't mean the community built around it is free from control.
Right. You can still end up with new hierarchies,
Mm-hmm.
maybe based on who believes the hardest or who's closest to the leader.
Exactly. You might escape one system only to kind of buy into another, perhaps one that's even less transparent.
So for you, the listener, the question becomes, is this just an investment for you based on research and logic?
Or has it maybe started to feel like something more, like a conviction, almost a faith?
And what's the real cost of that kind of unquestioning belief in, as the article puts it, the crypto temple, where belief is the main currency?
Mm-hmm. It's worth talking about. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. These dynamics, they're not just in crypto.
Good point.
You see them in various passionate online groups. So always consider that balance, between shared belief, which can be powerful, and the absolute necessity for critical thinking.
Keep asking questions. Thanks for taking the deep dive with us today.